Yeah, it's just giving me continue, but there's no file since I just launched the game. What is going on? Oh, there we go. We can move. I don't see any houses this way. Take this right. It should be just behind that turn. There it is. Park over. Wait, we need to film our point of view of driving to the house, but we need to be coming from the left. What? Why? That side has a lot more trees heading the house. It will look more dramatic. Is this it? How disappointing. What do you mean? This is the house of the infamous O'Connell family murders, and it just looks like a regular old shack. Do you want it to look a certain way? I don't know, I expected something that looked like a crime scene. Yellow tapes, truck outlines, bloodstains, maybe a murder weapon or two. This just looks like my grandma's house. It's gonna take effort to make this scary. Are we trespassing? Of course not. No one has been here in a decade. Other than the homeless and drug dealers. Now, check the house for anything that looks scary. You're helping me look, right? What? No, I gotta figure out the most dramatic way to film this. It's all worthless if the footage looks like crap. I'm gonna be in the hallway. Talk to me when you find something interesting. Alright then. Some rent and utility bills, nothing noteworthy. What about that photo? The sofa is covered in dust, otherwise it seems to be in good condition. A dusty bookshelf. The shelf is filled to the brim with books. Law tomes, history books, encyclopedias. Many of the books are still wrapped in plastic. Do books come wrapped in plastic? Wait, what? Isn't that DVDs? You get the feeling that these books were not read often, let alone taken off the shelf. Okay. What about this? An old rocking chair. A wooden table with a single potted plant. Inspect the table, inspect below the table, inspect the plant. Well, first, underneath. You run your hand through the underside of the table. That is a dumb fucking idea. Just crouch down and look. You don't know what's on the other side of that table. You feel cobwebs, mold, and chewing gum. A decade-old chewing gum. Okay. God damn it, I just clicked the same option again. Okay, inspect the plant. It is so decayed that you can't tell what it originally looked like. It's a very ordinary looking table, the color is fading out. But it probably wasn't vibrant when it was in use either. Some of the legs are covered in mold. Okay. A wardrobe with a stuffed animal resting on top. Inspect the stuffed animal. Looks like a bear and it's covered in cobwebs and missing an eye. There are socks and undergarments in this drawer, as well as some dolls, stray papers, and crayons. What about the dolls? Small plastic dolls from a very popular brand. You see them all the time in stores wearing pink dresses. They are missing their clothes, as well as some body parts. Most of them have black lines running across their torsos. Likely permanent marker. Papers. A child's drawings, elementary school homework, and bits of cut cardboard paper. At the back of the drawer you find yet another paper, or so you think. You reach towards it and grab it, feeling a texture and consistency you don't see in a regular paper. It's a small white rectangle. You turn it around and discover what it really is. A Polaroid. It's a picture of a little girl playing with dolls. She is looking at the camera and smiling widely. It appears that she's in the living room, only behind her is a door one you don't remember seeing. The bookshelf. It's behind that damn bookshelf. What about the crayons? Various colored crayons. It's the very same brand you used to get back in elementary school. They're all broken and split into pieces. You even find one with bite marks. Typical child behavior. Let's look inside the wardrobe. You find various articles of clothing belonging to a young girl, and also a lot of moths. Alrighty. Looks like the paintings of a child. A disheveled single bed. Below the bed, first off. It says dark as a void under the bed. Something could hide here, and you've been on the riser. That's why you check. Inspect the sheets. There are colorful stains and handprints as if someone ate chips and wiped their hands on the sheets. There's also a subtle but noticeable scent of urine. Pillow. Smells like saliva and cheese sticks. Okay. Oh. What about the chair in the corner? Nothing to say about the chair? Alright, kitchen. Dishes. You don't see the point of inspecting these. A kitchen sink. There's no water. An induction stove and oven. The oven first. The oven hatch is rusty and creaky. It takes some effort to open farther. The hatch inside is dirty. You can see what looks like burnt chicken remains. It smells bad. It's scratched and dirty. There are scrapes of rice and pasta. It won't turn on. A microwave. The microwave model looks very old. It's probably outdated even when it was still in use. It's covered in rust. What about the fridge? The fridge has the worst smell of anything in the house. You don't even dare open it. But that's where the gore and stuff is gonna be for your video. You can take the rotten food and claim that's like somebody's head or something. Inspect the mirror. It's covered in rust. You can barely see a reflection. Inspect the sink. You turn the handles when no water comes out. A dirty toilet. You don't feel like inspecting it. Bathtub. There's much to see here. A smelly towel. A rusty table lamp. A full-size bed. Low. The entire house is dusty, but the underside of the bed takes it to a different level. Fluff, hair, dust, cobwebs, and other things you can't immediately identify. I can't imagine monsters would hide below the bed when it's this filthy. Sheets. The sheets are a fine soft material. You can tell it's relatively new because the texture hasn't been ruined by constant washing. You consider taking it if it wasn't for the bed bugs. They are cold. Very cold. Okay. Oh, is that a bloody table? A nightstand with a lamp. Inspect the table. There's nothing unusual at the table. Then why does it look like it's got spots all over it? Is that mold? You find bed sheets inside and dead moths. There is a foldable paper below the lamp. It has handwriting made in pen. It appears to be a to-do list. Groceries, pick up laundry, cancel gym subscription, renew driver's license, pay light bill, fix basement door. Alrighty. Find anything yet? Why are we here again? You know why? Our videos are doing awful lately. My views dropped to 2 digits. If any, the last places we recorded weren't scary at all. So we need to upload some seriously freaky stuff. We want any chance of becoming full-time content creators. You want to explore abandoned buildings for a living? Hell yeah, that sounds fun. I want to do anything other than my shitty retail job, so get back to looking and don't talk to me until you find something disturbing. Well, move the carpet? Sure. I'm guessing that's the basement. Yep. There is a basement door beneath the carpet? That is cool as fuck! Basements are creepy enough on their own, but a basement in an abandoned house? Now this is some scary video material. Come on, get down there and find more scary shit to film. You gonna make me go in here by myself, bitch? You coming with me? Okay. Oh, God, it's a cult circle. Some motherfucking cult circle. A bunch of weapons. Plastic shelving unit. Inspect. The unit is sparsely populated with items. You see a machete, a stake hammer, a bell gag, handcuffs, and a rope. You wonder if these are all items used in the Unicision at any point in time and shudder. A metal barrel. You don't see holes or way to open it, but you pick a potent bleach-like smell coming from it. Oh, that's a body barrel! A cardboard box. It seems like a packaged container for some online order. There are no contents left inside. There are large tears where the shipping label probably were. As it were now, there's no way of telling what the product was, who sent it, or who it was intended to receive. Is it a cage? The cage is made out of sturdy metal. Compared to everything else in this house, it's surprisingly good condition. There's no rust on any part of the cage, let alone dust. It's too large for the basement door. Whoever brought it down here must have disarmed it, brought all the parts down, and then reassembled it on the basement floor. There's nothing inside at the moment. No, because whomever was inside was used in the summoning circle. A statue of some humanoid creature. You've never seen anything like it. The legs of the creature appear to be goat legs. The head and face look fused into the body, failing to resemble any animal you know of. Upon closer inspection, there are dark red smears on certain parts of the statue, particularly its brain area, as if someone had wiped away blood on it. Nothing in the chair? Can we look at the cult circle? You don't know what you're looking at. We can't look at the cult circle. Okay. Back upstairs. Anything interesting? Okay, first off, there's a demonic statue. A literal statue of a demon? No way! That is perfect. It is everything we could have wanted for the video. Why would the O'Connells have a creepy statue in their basement? Weren't they Orthodox Christians? It could be a Halloween decoration. You don't have it outside the whole year, and if it's good quality, they probably don't want to get rid of it either. You sure it's a Halloween decoration? It's not like the O'Connells are still around to answer us. Besides, our viewers will come up with their own theories anyway. Well, apart from the demonic statue, there's a ritual circle. You mean it? There's a straight-up pentagram drawn in the basement? I don't know if it's a pentagram, but... What do you mean? A pentagram is a 5-pointed star. The symbol drawn on the circle looks like a sideways A with many capital T's on top of each other. You mean pentagram doesn't mean satanic circle drawn on the ground? I think those are just called ritual circles. They don't have any other specific name that I know of. Okay, but there is a satanic ritual circle on the basement floor, right? I think so. Good, that's all I need to know. It works for the video. So, what it's really called is irrelevant. Actually, if we call it by the wrong name, everyone is going to leave a comment correcting us, and the more comments mean more engagement. Why didn't I think of this? We should be calling everything by the wrong name. She derailed the conversation again. Anything interesting down there? Well, human-sized cage. And there's no such thing as a human-sized cage. They probably had a large dog, or maybe some exotic animal like a mountain lion. But who keeps a metal cage in their basement? Where else are they supposed to store it? It can't go in the living room, it clashes with the rest of the furniture. Well, if it really was for a dog, then it would go in the living room as like a kennel. Anything interesting down there? Shelf with creepy things. I'm not into BDSM either, but we probably shouldn't judge people for their tastes. What about the meat tenderizer and the machete? What about them? From what you're telling me, it's just a shelf with stuff they want to keep away from their daughter. Sex toys and potentially dangerous kitchen utensils. They were storing their cooking utensils on the shelf of their sex stuff. That does sound gross, but some people are just not very hygienic. You know, had you met my former roommates. Anything interesting down there? Freaky smelling barrel. It smells like bleach? Who needs an entire barrel of bleach? They don't. You need bleach to put the body in. Yes, I can move the bookshelf. Is that a door? That was hidden behind the bookshelf? Just what in the world is this house? I know we came here looking for some spooky stuff, but a hidden basement and a hidden room? That's just too suspicious. But I guess we're already here. Go check inside. I'm gonna stay out here and be on the lookout. Oh, thank God. I thought I was stuck at the bookshelf for a second. You're not gonna come with me this time either. Okay, bitch. What's that sound that came from the living room? This bitch locked me in? Everything okay? Nah, bitch is dead. Sophie? Bitch got pulled into the basement by the summoning circle and now she dead. I need to make sure Sophie's okay. We'll go down to the basement. That's where she is. Dead down there in the summoning circle. Sophie, are you there? Is she trying to scare me? That is very unlike her. Maybe she went outside. Nah, she dead somewhere in here. Well, you wake face up to intense pain all over your body. The sensation of cold air in your skin lets you know your clothes are gone. Your vision is hazy and you can't make out anything other than the ceiling. You hear the sound of a lighter being turned on. Someone is lighting candles around you. You try to get up and move, but your limbs won't respond. You're completely helpless. The last thing you see is someone taking a picture of you with a Polaroid. Then your consciousness fades to black. Ending 404. Ritual.